Hello, this is Miho from Canada. How are you guys doing? I hope your mental and physical health are good and fit. So today, your mindset determines your aging process. That sounds really scary. You want to look younger and healthier, right? Than being looking old and unhealthy. And it's really true that your mind really determines your body because it's interconnected each other. When your mind gets really bad, first of all, your posture started to get really tight. When your mind is really negative, you start to really think or look down. If you notice, like when you're like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? What are you doing? It's always crunching forward. And if you feel good, oh, I've done something really good, and then your posture opens up and you can breathe in easily because your, posture is much better. Your shoulder blades is back and you can breathe in easily and your back is very straight. So people who have a good posture really are looking younger. And when the posture is really curled up, it makes you look older as well. And it does that when the mental gets really bad as well. If you notice, I do because I have a curved, like a hunched back as a habit. So I really have to tell myself to open up and then, breathe in, right? So your mind really have a great imagination. Like I told before, like you can relive in a past event and feel that emotion that happened then. Same thing when you keep telling yourself that I'm no good, I'm too old, I can't do this, I'm unhealthy, all those negative talk to yourself. And who listens the most? It's you. It's you're eavesdropping. Is that a good word? Eavesdropping. Yeah. So your mind is always eavesdropping. Your mind is always eavesdropping. So you're the one who telling yourself those negative things, and the body just listens without arguing. So when you think, oh, I'm too old to do this, and your body says, okay, you're too old to do this, and they just function like that. So this is an interesting study that you might have heard already, done by Ellen Lagner at Harvard University, that she took 8 really senior people and then asked them to live as if back in 20 years ago. So this is the study is done by 1979. So 20 years back, so 1959, as if they were living that time. But it's at the present, so they made the room just as if it was 1959. So all the props were there, the news was there, they were telling the news as if that were 1959, all the movies or magazines. So you just feel like all the environments controlled, by props. And so they asked those 8 people, the senior people, to live in that environment for 1 week. And there's another group, the same idea, but they don't have any prop. They were asked to live as if, it's 1959, but they were just reminiscing that time. So everything they talk about is in the past tense. So they were kind of reminiscing that time. There's no environment control there. And then before they get into that time to spend a week there, and they test their cognitive ability and your focus level, or even the muscle strength, or any five senses, the eyesight, hearing, a smell, and a taste, and the mobilities, and before pictures, right? And they went in. So they spent a week, and then after that, it was amazing that both of the groups had great improvement in all those areas of the senses, the cognitive abilities, and focus, and even the muscle strength was better. And then before after picture, it's a significant change. They looked younger in the latter picture, the after picture. So people who look at those two pictures, 100% of people pointed out the latter picture. That means after the picture, that's much younger than the before picture. So you have the great imagination in you, and especially when you were surrounded by that environment, the difference was significant. From that people who were just reminiscing that time of 1959. So their overall score was much, much higher, and they felt younger again, right? And it shows not just in your mind, but actual physical part, the tangible part, the five senses and the cognitive part, ability to focus, and even the muscle strength. So it really tells, the mind power that really determines your body function as well. So it's really important to be very conscious about what you've been telling yourself in your mind. And, you're the one who's listening the most, eavesdropping, right? So that it really tells unconsciously that's what's happening in you. So it's consciously check, here and there. Ask yourself that what you've been telling yourself. And when you can catch it, you can always switch it or shift it, right? Or stop and replace with something else in a positive way. And so it really helps to make you look younger in the longevity. And even though you have something happen in your life, you can bounce back because you have a good mental mindset. So it's mindset really determines how you look and feel regardless of your age. And of course, we want to look much younger than what it is. The age is just the numbers, right? So you have a lot of ability and a power in your mind to really excel, what the majority would say is a physical wise. So use your words and watch out what you're telling yourself in your mind, because it's always been eavesdropping what you've been telling yourself. So mindset is really, really the key to look younger and for the longevity and the health. Okay, so hope this helps, and see you in the next video.